toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cox. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Unleashes one. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The Huskers will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. UCLA will go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offense. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
With the catch, it's Flores. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the D deny them on second and goal. Power ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on third down coming up? You want to keep trying to run the football. I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella. Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. It's Perry. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
A loss of 7 yards on the play. Second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Easy. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect them.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Runs for the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the 1st half.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation. You're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them moving.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Running it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some...
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks the tackle. And runs through another one. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Husker! Great job by the back on the option.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
14, Nebraska, 9.
He'll bring it out. It's ball. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking for room. It's Cox. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily.
And he's going to go down at the 1.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Fair catch called for and made. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On the ground, it's Cox. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure.
Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
And the Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw on line, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Cornhuskers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Gives it on the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to UCF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Makes the grab. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Cox. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and
going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Nelson. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Huskers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Brings into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. And the Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Bro, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll run it. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's getting ahead of... Touchdown, Bruins! The defense putting points on the board. Oh, man, the defense just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field, but unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. formation for these receivers. Leaves it with the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Huskers in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Tosses it incomplete.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a plan.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? The Huskers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. On the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep the... He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Huskers want to move quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long. So that's
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
at this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. With the catch, it's Ball. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Runs through a tackle. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack. Set them back, but they'll go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Perry. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.